Alright, Bunchin. What do you got for me? A tortoise in time. A pleasure as ever to see you, my friend. Well, that could say the same for Sorbonne. He has had to return to from Tamamizu, so I can only assume he is still busy undergoing Genbu's rigorous training. Hello? Hello? Cecila? Is my link pill working? So unreliable, these little things. I'm going to pay a visit to Ryzen Temple to see Sorbonne. Give him a treat to keep the spirits up. If you're available, you should come too. I hope you haven't forgotten how to get there, but in case you have, look for the cute animal trying not to look like a guard on duty in the middle of a volcanic island. I was, of course, not privy to your conversation just now, but beyond the off chance you're bound for Ryzen Temple, give Sorbonne and Genbu my regards. Alright, sure. Away we go. It's the great white shark again. Hello, Mr. Shark. Oh man, I meant to swim right through him. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Let's find Furry. And down we go. Head up the alright. Take me to the temple. Alright, Sorbonne, how you doing down here? Oh, well met, brave adventurer. You have come along this day. What are the urchin girl recall nipping at your heels? That's Tataru. Tataru. Now thank you not to forget it, or else you'll get no takoyaki from me. Oh my, that would be most unfortunate. My sincerest apologies. I shall endeavor to remember, little urchin Tataru. Of course, your name will not soon be forgot. Will not soon forget, for you saved my dear friend Byakuya from descending into madness. It's good that you're here, Cecila. Sorbonne has made great strides in his training. It is true, but I believe we need to consider more drastic methods. Though he is not without potential, Sorbonne, as he is, simply lacks divinity. Should we carry on as we are, he may not be ready when we have need of his strength. As with Byakuya before, there will come at a time when we must confront Seiryu and Suzaku and quell the raging aura within them. Accordingly, we must use every means at our disposal, no matter how dangerous, to ensure we are prepared. No matter how dangerous? What exactly did you have in mind? Oh, there is no need for fearful trembling or withdrawing to one's shell. All I would have you do is open a box. Oh, is that all? Well, I've opened my fair share of boxes. But no, that is no ordinary box you must open. It is a Tamade Bako of geomancy, a sacred vessel which harbors the very power of time itself. And yet you say there's no need for fearful trembling? This box sounds terribly dangerous. To what end would you have me open it? That you may bathe in its temporal magics and age 1,000 years in an instant. That you may undergo the change and become an auspus, albeit until the magic dissipate. You have me become an auspus like the Four Lords? Hold on, Cecila, did you come across one of those Tamade Bako and Shisui of the Violet Tides? You did, didn't you? I am aware of similar relics in the possession of the rain. However, their magics alter only the appearance of those exposed. A mummer's trick, a glamour. Altogether, unlike the phenomenal power of the Tamade Baka we seek. Know that this is no legend, but incontrovertible truth. That's a word. For one who created the Tamade... God, I have trouble saying that word. Tamade Baka of geomancy was a fellow auspice. Like many of us, we had lived long enough to see the comrades become consumed by the aura, see them descend into madness and lay waste to the lands they had sworn to protect. And, like many of us, he had no choice but to put an end to the rampages. This auspice knew full well that he was destined to share their fate, and so, before he too fell from grace, he resolved to craft the oh my god, I'm just calling it the Bako. Make it easier for myself. He resolved to craft the Bako of geomancy, and when his work was complete, he bathed in his magics until he was no more. By the Kami, he chose to die while his mind was still his own. I don't know what to say. Once the true potential of the box was understood, that could bring death to an auspice, it was decided that it should be placed under the lock and key in the Swallow's compass until we had need of it. However, the grand mausoleum of King Ganin has been abandoned to the Shikigami, forever bound to its halls and its guardians, and only a warrior of surpassing strength can hope to overcome their trials. Steer yourself, Swordbone, until the moment Silsa returns with the Bako of geomancy. You must train like you have never trained before. Yes, of course. Alright. Poor Swordbone, man. He's getting put to the ringer. Alright. Up to Yangxia. Where am I going? Down there? That's doable. Oh man. So we're about to unlock our second dungeon. The last dungeon that isn't unlocked through a story. And I believe after this we have two more trials. Oh hey, you made it! Finally, I've only been waiting here for over a day. But hey, it's not like we got potential calamity to worry about or anything. Anyway, I've already taken care of the wards sealing the tomb's entrance, so you're free to go in and get the box. But whatever you do, don't open it. One more thing. I wish they told you about the Shikigami, but I forgot to mention that the box itself is guarded by one of us. A tough bugger and a half. But you're a pretty tough bugger yourself, eh? You gave Byakuya what for, after all. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Great! Wonderful! Keeping all the information to yourself, huh? Leaving me in the dark, huh? Alright. Let me get rid of that. I was doing the Aroma-born extremes while I was eating, so see what I can get while I wasn't doing anything. All right. Ooh, look at this place. All right. work our way through this dungeon, shall we? If I remember right, this is a fairly short dungeon. Alright, I'll surrender to the flow in some weird language I don't understand. And apparently water can paralyze you. Who would have known? None shall trespass the heart of earth. All shall surrender to the waves. Alright, moving on. None shall trespass the heart of wind. I'll surrender to the tempest. Alright, we've opened the door. Let's proceed. Alright, Otengu. Yeah, ye who are not geomancers must die this day. The covenant demands it. The things that mine to command, to control. Look. Fuck the hysteria. Shit. Oh, we got big flames. I yet burn with divinity. Do you? Ooh. I like how that fireball made a beeline straight towards me. I was going right past me, then all of a sudden changed course. Alright. I'll swear to the flow. Look at this place. It's a nice underwater tunnel. Getting all kinds of materia. Alright, moving on. It's like walking in the middle. It's like walking through a museum. Or one of those theme parks that have those big underwater tunnels like SeaWorld? SeaWorld and a bunch of other places. Wow, one! Look at that, that's a great roll. Fucking shit. Oh, good. There you go, guy. You got every debuff in the world. I don't care about poison. Maybe not valid. Oh. Just gonna stay behind here. Who dares to desecrate this holy place? Now the tank is not doing a very good job on ad control. The aggro is like all over the place. Whoa, look at that. Look at that head. Look at that's that's quite the hit. That's quite the helmet. Oh, what is this thing? A giant blob. Hey, hide you from this sacred place. Oh. The land take you! Claim you! This guy sounds mad. He's shouting in all caps. Swallow you! Consume you! I don't know. What are you doing, dude? Uh-oh. We're all gonna get hit by this. The land, the land, the land. All right, another Tempest guy. The DPS want bigger poles, apparently, from the looks of it. Woo! Defend the Paco Geomancy. All right. Goku? Is that you? I would have thought Goku was in this game. Alright, all that was absolutely unnecessary. Maya is the most unique weapon. Observe! But it would not be unfair to not let others join the fun. Alright. Will everyone have the last word? Apparently not. Then for my final trick. Really, I was burying the lip of that. It's emptiness form or form of emptiness. By the way, I'm still here and hitting you. They're not hitting me anymore. Be gone, monkey. You know, that tank's actual sucks. Oh, 99. Nice roll. Alright. Now I gotta go back to frickin' Genbu. And it's probably faster, but... well... I don't know. Is it faster to just go back to the... no. Forget it. You know what? Actually, it'd be faster if I go back to Kugane, then teleport to the Ruby's Price. Alright, to the Ruby Price we go. And just like that, we're a stone's throw away. Okay. Furry! Take me to the temple. Oh, they even did an underground passage for me. Alright. Let's check up on our buddy. You returned, and with the Bako of Geomancy, I gather. There you go. Very good, very good. Of course, there's no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Byako and lived. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for this next stage of Sorbonne's training. Listen well, everyone, for the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. It is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Sorbonne. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Sorbonne. Byako will devote his energies to maintain the wards on Koryu's prison while we are occupied. Should you be indisposed for a time, we will manage. And I've been strictly practicing my arcanima in preparation for a time like this, so don't worry. No matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've each got to do our part if we're going to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we're going to save the Ruby Sea from certain doom. Your enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you should this training go awry. Take a moment to see your equipment and let me know when you're ready to begin. Great. Wonderful. She's got new gear. She's all dolled up. Alright, I'm ready. What could possibly go wrong? Now remember, Sorbonne, once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an auspice. And you're certain this will be temporary. As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I'm too young to be so old. Come, you lot, let's retreat to a safer distance. Oh boy. Sorry, Sorbonne. You can do it, Dot. You can do it, buddy. Alright. So much for not moving. Huh. It's a fake. I knew it! Gosh, what a waste. There better be some treasure or something interesting inside. Foolish urchin! Was that really necessary? You couldn't just ask me not move nice. Ask me to move nicely. What? What's it look for? Is there something on my face? Oh, what's going on? Oh, she's an old lady. Her face, her beautiful face. It looks like an alligator left in the sun. Get a hold of yourself, child. You've been aged, nothing more. Be grateful you're not exposed longer. You would be surely have died. I must be as well be dead already. I can't go on the bear like this. Did I not tell you before the magic is fleeting? You need only endure it for a moment. All will be as it was. Oh, there goes. She's back to normal. No old lady for you. Bah, so preoccupied with the urchin that I had been completely forgot about Sorbonne. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to excess, his aura might already be. Uh-oh. Whoa, he's gone wild. Well, that answers that. On your guard. I'm afraid he means to kill us all. He's very nonchalant about it. He bathed in the Bongo's magic for far longer than the urchin, so I expect he will not return to normal so quickly. In fact, I dare say he will retain his form long enough to destroy the temple if we do not subdue him. I like how this guy's like passing himself like, oh shit, well, fuck. Shazam! Hey, Cecilla, urchin, hold nothing back. All right. Your carbuncle is kind of like running all over the place. So you said you were working on your arcanima. Desertion is punishable by death. My death. Not again. Poor Tataru. Fighting is not her strong suit. I don't like the sound of that. He marshals the strength for a mighty blow. Get behind me. Oh dear, that was a bit more than I can handle. Forgive me, but the rest is up to you too. You mean me? Tataru's not gonna do anything. What are these bubbles things chasing me? Little help, Cecilla. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die! Wasn't paying attention to my own health. Won't chase after me. Oh man, this guy's nuts. What's the Tara doing? You're not helping me, lass. Thanks to the heals, but... Oh, that was something. Huh. What happened? Why do you look all so exhausted? Oh, my dear Sorbonne, I knew you had potential, but it would seem like grossly underestimated your capacity for chaos. In any case, despite this unexpected current turn of events, I should like to declare this training session a success. Let's take a moment to collect ourselves. I don't think Sorbonne has any idea what happened. Truth be told, this comes as a relief. Though Sorbonne's present strength pales in comparison to that of Byakko and myself, we now are for certain that his potential is extraordinary. I struggle to believe I could ever wield such power. All who are strong or were once weak, Sorbonne. I'm no exception. Until I met Tenzin, I was more than a little floundering turtle you see before you. You never did tell us how you fell in with him. Well, if you wish to know the details... Long ago, when I lived 100 or so years, I had only just begun to become something more. I received my first vision. A terrible calamity, one that would claim the lives of countless innocents, was imminent. But what was a little turtle to do? For while I had seen the future with crystal clarity, I was powerless to stop it. I could but look on, helpless as cities and burned and men died, and so it was for centuries, until one day. After 500 years, I had grown stronger, more reckless. I believed I could make a difference, so when I foresaw a landslide that would bury a nearby village, I ventured forth to warn the people. Alas, while they were quick to discern I was no common animal, they could make no sense of my panicking flailings. To them, I was a queer dancing turtle, a source of considerable amusement, for I knew not the words of men, so my warnings fell on deaf ears. It would be no different. Yet again, they would die. The people turned and walked away, bored with the fleeting amusement. With a heart fit to burst with sorrow and despair, I made to quit the village. Just then, I heard a voice, kind and gentle. Little one, you look troubled. Tell me what troubled burdens you so. Though I knew he was addressing me, I doubted he would understand. Still, I told him of my vision, of the landslide I knew would bury the village and everyone in it, in my vain attempts to warn them. Your kindness is only surpassed by your bravery, little one. Fear not. I, Tenzin, and my comrade Byakko shall act on your stead. As Tenzin drew his sword, a great white tiger emerged from the wilds. Shall we give them a show? He whispered to the beast, which inclined its massive head ever so slightly in response. They then ran to the center of the village and began to fight as if they were bitter enemies intent on killing one another. Blade and fang flashing too fast for the eye to follow. The two broke apart for an instant. Tenzin bellowed, "Hearken to me! This white demon thirsts for the blood of man. If you value your lives, flee this place and seek shelter in the next village." Needless to say, the bewildered villagers gathered up whatever was at hand and ran screaming, too terrified to even look back. As the three of us watched them go, I heard the white demon mutter, "You know full well I have not once tasted man flesh." The village was later destroyed in a landslide as I had foreseen, but for the first time I had managed to make a difference. Thereafter we became traveling companions and close friends. I shared with them my visions, and together we labored to save those we could. On the eve of what may perhaps be the greatest calamity I've ever foreseen, I feel Tenzin's absence keenly. Nevertheless, we must carry on. You may not have him, but you've got Cecilla, and you know she's no slouch. Oh, indeed I do. And for this blessing we are grateful for beyond measure. Alright then, Swordbond, we must resume your training at once, ere we forget the lessons of your time as an auspice. Yes, of course. Getting back to it, in that case I should return to the mountain of paperwork in Kugane. I've been doing my best to ignore. Oh, and Swordbond, I left the takoyaki with Kamai Itachi for safekeeping. You're not gonna get any until you've earned it. When next we call upon you, Cecil, I expect it'll be a deal with one of my comrades. Sure, not your own training, for it will not be easy. Great. Wonderful. Under these normal circumstances, I do not think I'll have the time to return to Tamamizu for even a short spell, if you'd be so kind as to inform the elder. Great! Alright. Pleasure, Cecilla. Did you have the chance to visit with Swordbond? How far is he with his training? Extraordinary. He has always been diligent and hardworking, but even so, to think he is blessed with such incredible potential, I cannot help but wonder who else among us might be possessed of similar abilities. Yeah, I understand his trepidation. With great power comes great responsibility, as is often said. We may need to keep a closer eye on him to ensure he does not succumb to fear and attempt to flee his training. A tortoise in time! How kind of you to pay us a visit, Cecil. Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging aura of my comrade Byakko, the time has come for you to return to Rising Temple. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lid have need you once more. If so, give my regards to them and dear Swordbond. I'm just gonna keep going. If these videos get too long, I'll just break them up through Twitch. Fate parties. Someone's actually asking if there's a fate party around here. Not really. No one farms fates anymore. Well, I shouldn't say that. No one farms fates anymore unless they have to. fairy! Take me into the depths. Well, where's Soroban at? He's not around. Well met, that's well met. But wait, where's the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond? It would be remiss for us to proceed without her, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Hello? Cecil, is that you? Huh? Right now? Very well, if you insist. What wondrous things these link pearls. Now then, let's wait for your until your friend arrives. Cecil, Genbu. Good of you to join us, little urchin girl. You know, there's such a thing as running a joke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Soroban's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long, we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Soroban anyway? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. But I called you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The wards have grown weaker, presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength. And so, Cecil, I must entreat you to quell the raging aura of a dear comrade once more. A fight? A fight, is it? That's where our warrior light shines. Who's her opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. Who is it? Sounds like a bird. Oh, it's a Firebird. Is it Phoenix? It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's wards grew weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so. Hers is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. She is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue of kindness? You sully his memory. Ew. And you dare to think yourself his equal? Is better. Now I'll put you to the proof. When you fall, it'll be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you will not have it be so, or join me in misery. Oh, well, it's a fine hello to you. Compared to Byako, she seems much more angry. The Ara feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns of love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. Great. Wonderful. She seems a real delight. You crave battle then, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger. Without hesitation, without fear, you muster your strength and... No, you're not even a pale shadow of his glory. There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he was long since passed from this world. If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will be failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Oh, Byako, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all that was ever meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart. Not so easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye. A blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Nor should you. Nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in the morning, and never move on is to dishonor his memory. How dare you speak of me dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender. I see here plainly how she has wormed her way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking herself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. Listen to yourself, my sister. The aura has driven you to see Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Only to Tenzin will I trust my soul. Only his love will I accept. You have nothing to fear from me. He said, oh, Tenzin. Very well, but I'll brook no delay. I'll await you in the depths, in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too. Forgive her, Cecila. She is yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is as festering as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, through it, the aura has profound purges in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. It is plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing and reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with fire in her eyes. When she gives herself to the aura, she may submit to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Be warned, she commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geomantic currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Well, that was a graceful meeting. Oh, hell's cure. So how long is this queue gonna be? Last time was 15 minutes. Alright, let's do this. So there's a story to tell with this one, which I will tell after this is all over. This is actually my 5th attempt at this. And I'll tell you why. Hopefully this doesn't get fucked up.
Tenzin, なぜ刃を抜けるのです。私がわからないのですか。あなたを失った悲しみが私に再生の炎を与えたのです。 もう誰にもあなたを奪わせはしない。あなたは私が守ってみせる、この慈愛の炎で。なぜ立ち上がるのです。で、あなたは私が守ると言っているのに。
You walk right off the edge.
正気に戻ってください。私が願ったのはただあなたと共に。主の思いを旋律に乗せて。私が願ったのはただあなたと共に。天然、どうして。さすがは天ならば舞い踊れ我が半身よ。主の思いを旋律に乗せて。
Good.
あなたの手で打たれるのならば私が
Okay. Oh, I got yeeted off the platform. Oh, that was unfortunate. Fuck me. Alright, so, my 5th attempt at this bullshit. So, I joined a Blue Mage party thinking it would be fast. No, it was not fast at all. It took 46 minutes to kill the fucking thing. And, after we beat it, I had skipped the cutscene, thinking they'll go right back in it to help the people who didn't get their Blue Mage spells. They didn't, which kind of fucked me up. So, I had to abandon the whole quest and start all over again. So, yeah. I'm a little, I'm not in a, not a good mood. I just wasted an hour of doing this shit. Pretty much. How long have I been blinded by this dream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of a Firebird of the legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him, I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we traveled, we four lords and the samurai, as comrades in arms. We journeyed the realm, feared at first by many of our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there Oni in the east to slay, or revenants in the west to exercise, without hesitation would he bid us to rise to the challenge, and lead grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds, word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled on the mad auspicious Koryu. Despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived for some few centuries, and we were no match for our foe. Against the mighty Koryu's raging aura, my brother and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last, he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the Firebird legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then, the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bond was grateful for my beloved made it so. Ooh. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps those who save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Gunbu together. And Cecila, Thank you. Alright. Took an hour and a lot of headaches, but we did it. Oh, frick. Oh, I see you're in still one piece. I gather all went well. Rest assured, elder brother, that I am once myself once more. You suddenly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. How very perceptive are you. You are, little one. Indeed, I have long at last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last, indeed. But perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. No, my brother, you are certainly most certainly are not. Huh. That's all a happy ending. Oh, how forgetful of me! I have yet to see how Sorbonne's training is coming along. Sorbonne? Sorbonne! Okay, what's going on with my buddy Sorbonne? Oh, he's a flying tortoise now. You know... Wait, I know this joke! It's a Firebird! No, it's an airship! Oh, no genre savvy urchin for it is, in fact. Sorbonne! I think it's so funny. He's now a giant tortoise. I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me, I'm a giant tortoise! A tortoise! I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. There's no need for panic, Sorbonne. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel as a great tortoise kami. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while. Like the Baku of geomancy? Well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Cecil quells Sirius Ara. Might? Might? What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. You must be exhausted from battle with Suzaku, my friend. Suzaku. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to land above and took a rest. He's right. I doubt it will be needed for some time, and Sorbonne seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up. I have been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, that seems unlikely. If we can go on my stand and tell the elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful. Poor guy. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Alright, I wanted to finish the Four Lord shit tonight, but I got 2 parts to render out now, so yeah, that's not gonna happen. Cecil, all is well with our friends beneath Pel's Willid. Well, Sorbonne, how goes his training? You sure you wanna know? He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say? But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of heresy joke. Very amusing. A pity we'll not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best, as before. You should take it as much time as required. He's a tourist after all. No, it still makes no sense to me. Oh, fuck. And then the emote hum, great. Alright, so I'm gonna end this part. I really wanted to finish the Four Lord stuff, but seeing as I now have 2 parts to render out, that is not gonna happen. So when we come back, we will head out to do the final step of the Four Lord stuff. I'm not sure how much further there is left of this little quest line, but we'll continue it when we come back. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.